Terrence is awesome, right? So we're actually going to talk about Tab S2. We're pretty excited about this because it's, of course, one big thing for you guys besides mobile phones is tablets. So we know that's a huge thing for T-Mobile, right? Because it generates what? Revenue. Huge thing. And that means what?
Commission.
Commission, which is money in your pocket, right? So I want to go over a few things with you guys. So we're going to kind of cover Tab S2 and a feature that you guys may have seen us kind of demonstrate and show off. It kind of shows off a little bit of Samsung's ecosystem, right? So let's first kind of go over Tab S2. So some cool things about it. Number one, you guys saw Tab S before in your stores, right? It was a completely new device. It was really high-end premium. It was a really big fighter to some of the other competition. We won't mention the names of that specifically fruit kind of product, but it's a high-end product, right? So we took that to another level, right? We took the Tab S2, we made it thinner, which you could think, no way that's possible, but we actually did it. We made it lighter and thinner, which is huge because it's about convenience, right? A person wants to take the device with them. They don't want to have to lug something that's really heavy around. So making something thin and lightweight is incredibly important to people. So again, with Tab S, it's a premium tablet. It's our high-end tablet. So let's talk about some of the high-end features. Octa-core processor is huge. You guys have seen it on the Note series. You've seen it on our S series now.
Powerful.
Very powerful, very fast, so snappy. Because that's another thing for premium, right? You got to think. When people are trying to get stuff done, they want to get it done lickety-split, super fast. Some of the next things you're going to see on there is the fact that it's got a bright, beautiful display. And that's a major thing, right? So if you compare it to some of our other tablets, we have LCD tablets, and then what else do we have? What's the type of display that we have on our cell phones right now? Super AMOLED displays, right? Super, right? So super AMOLED. So you're getting a really great, beautiful display. It's the same type of display, in fact, that we put on our TVs. So it's a really great display. So again, that kind of goes back into that premium style tablet. Some of the other great things, and we'll kind of go over some of the stuff here, is a feature that I love, and I know that I've personally shown off in my stores, and they use it a lot. It is called, anybody want to guess? Side Sync, right? Why is Side Sync huge? What does it tie into? Samsung ecosystem, right? So it's something that our devices connect to other devices, and it allows our products to share between them. So we're doing something that's no one else is really doing. So it's pretty awesome. So we'll kind of go off the new Side Sync. So as you can see, as it's connected to my currently to my Note 5 right now, in this normal mode, I can actually add specific shortcuts. So maybe if I do a lot of emailing, maybe I do a lot of text messaging, stuff like that, and that's something that's really important for me to do and stay connected, I can add those as shortcuts right on the top, right? So if I need to quickly access it, it's right there. Of course, if I need to minimize it, you can hit the minimize tab, and it's actually going to put a small little version of it. So if I need to continue working on stuff, it's right there. The next thing is blowing it up, because that's the wow factor, right? When you actually see your phone on a big tablet,
Do it.
ready for it?
Blow it up.
Bam! Right there. So it's connecting my device right now. As you can see, when I load my device like this, it puts this on pause. But if I switch back to tablet, it's going to cut my phone back off. So I now have a live version of my phone on my tablet. So wait, you're thinking live version, how does that actually happen? So let me show you what I mean by live. So if I go in here, and close that out. I have a fingerprint locked because we were having to be so secure about things, but so all my applications right there on my main screen. I can continue to tab over as if I was playing with my phone right here in my hand. I can load into my applications. I can even launch my applications right from this as well. So again, it's about being connected to your device. Sometimes maybe people have their tablet in the living room. I think he made a very valid point. A lot of people separate the devices. Maybe their phone's charging in the bedroom while they're playing with their tablet in the living room, surfing the web, right? So the key is now you can stay connected to your device. What's cool about Side Sync is that it allows you to actually text message. You can email from it. You can even make phone calls on the Tab S2 because it is a premium tablet. Now, some of our other tablets, I want to go ahead and put that disclaimer out there, you're not going to get the calling feature with, but on the Tab S series you will, right? So if your phone's in the bedroom and you look at your Side Sync and it starts making a phone call,
Does it have to be on Wi-Fi?
No, because it uses Wi-Fi Direct to connect. So you could be technically on a desert island and be connected to your phone. Now you may not be able to make phone calls because you're on a desert island, but you can still send.
It's over 120 feet, I believe. Or 100, yeah.
So Wi-Fi Direct's legit. It is exactly like a bigger, better version of Bluetooth, right? You can send a lot of content really extremely fast. In fact, it's one of the same technologies we use to do S-Beam, right? So again, going back to it, it's really neat because you can actually drag and drop content between the tablet and the phone as well. So you're able to share content back and forth. So maybe you've got pictures on your tablet, or maybe you got them on your phone, you want to drag and drop that and share them over your tablet, you can do that. So movies, think about that. If you're going on a plane, maybe you got some movies on your phone that you may have downloaded illegally from something on some application maybe on your phone. You can now drag that content over to your tablet as you're getting ready to go on the plane. So it's pretty cool stuff, right? So yeah, so that's the main things that are the key takeaways. It's the wow factor behind this, right? So when you're in your stores and you're showing off our tablets, it's extremely important to kind of be able to elaborate and show on it. So if you've got a Samsung, or if you have one in your store, a lot of times in my stores, I'll just go ahead and pair a Tab S, you know, with the current like Note 4, Note 5, whatever is in your store. So you've got the Tab S2 now in there, and you got your Note 5 next to it. Go ahead and pair them up side sync so that way you can show that feature off, because there's nothing more dynamic when you give them that wow factor, like, bam, this is why you should own this tablet, this is why you should own this phone. What you guys think?
I like it.
Good
Pretty
reason.
awesome stuff?
It's really nice.
You feel like you guys can get behind this?
Of course.
Bundle it together with a phone and a battery pack and a tablet.
That's
Right? Use your free Netflix also on your tablet. Right?
right.
Now you're thinking out of the box.
Because you can't even blow it up. See, I can even expand on it too.
And now you're using.
this episode.
Well, it's not a screen rotation. Yeah, you had a question.
With the side sync, like you said, again, it's fingerprint. So if you have a security lock, you have to manually go unlock your phone first. Like when you
Just the first time.
Yeah.
Once it's connected, you're fine. So, like, if you went to go charge it, just swipe it real quick. Yeah. And the S2 also has a fingerprint scanner too.
What if you had a passcode? Could you just enter the passcode?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep. Or if it's swipe.
Yeah, because that's physical. Yeah. So it's a very good question, actually. Yeah. Oh, two megapixel front.
It's 8 on the back. I think it's 5 or 8.
It's an 8 on the back now. So how the 2 factors in on the front is that's still 1080p. So if you're doing like Google Hangouts, right? They're still going to get the full crisp 1080p picture. Really, the thing is for you guys, yes, it has an 8 megapixel camera, but I mean, they can take pictures on their awesome Galaxy S6 Edge Plus, right, and then just transfer them over. Yeah. You're full of questions.
Last one.
No, you're
Okay.
fine. Means you
It's
want.
like a universal like tablet. But is it any special features for night mode?
No.
You know, since there's no flash,
You're really, the difference is most people aren't going to have their tablet in a club, right? I don't see too many people rolling around going like, this is awesome, you know? Most people are like got their phone out, and that's not an insult. I don't mean it like that. I'm just saying like,
more like the settings.
sure.
Generally, and I'm just gonna get real
Like, say
weird.
they're at a wedding or something.
Yeah.
slowly
So
go.
generally, Samsung also does make cameras, and our cameras,
It's Samsung.
yeah, so are definitely the best for like low light situations. That comes down to sensor.
Those do side sync as well.
So there's the thing about that. So yeah, so the Wi-Fi Direct, right? We have the smart camera application. You can actually share shot, right? And you can share it to all of your phones and all of your tablets, up to 8 devices at once. So if you're at a wedding, you have a Samsung camera, right? Maybe just ask customers. You don't necessarily care. It's like just on an off chance. You have a Samsung camera, and they'd be like, yeah. And be like, you need a Samsung tablet so that you can sync it directly to it.
Well, and he said an important feature. We announced Share Shot a long time ago. It's not a really big feature that we talk about a lot, but it is one that definitely gets kind of lost in translation. So Share Shot is the same technologies we're using here. It uses Wi-Fi Direct. And basically what it does is, say if you're at a club or maybe a concert and you decide to be a baller and throw out some, shell out some money to have the really awesome seats in the front, but they couldn't afford it in the back, you can actually connect to up to 5 people and actually send them. You can be taking photos and they're actually going to start receiving them in the back, just like that. So as soon as you're taking them, it's automatically sending. And it doesn't use data, it's using Wi-Fi Direct to connect to those people.
And the Tab S can be on Wi-Fi Direct and Wi-Fi at the same time. It actually has 2 antennas. So, and Bluetooth. He was using it?
tablets before that had the flash.
Yeah, but I mean, nobody was really using it. And, like more and more people have started using obviously their phone for a camera because we make awesome cameras in our phones as well. So it just boiled down to everyone was like taking pictures like this, and they're like, I don't feel like this is something I should be doing. So it just stopped happening. It's just not a trend anymore. You know, and it does make it lighter, right? Flash does drain battery life.
Believe it or not, I actually had someone at my wedding trying to shoot video on, yes, it was an iPad. And it was very awkward because they sat on the edge and they were holding this big tab, and I was like, why wouldn't you just use your phone?
Yeah,
It's just like I'm
yeah,
standing up there
granddad.
watching my wife come down the aisle, and I just see the big construction just going like
Like a billboard.
that just doesn't make any sense at all. So yeah, so I think just like you said, the more people are really using their phones. Yes.
Official last question.
You're okay. Sure.
Does it still have multi-user profile?
Yes.
Yes, it does.
Up to,
Sure does.
Up to 8.
And kids mode as
And
well.
kids
Yes.
mode as well.
And kids mode got redone too. Is that
So updated kids mode is it's the same as the Galaxy Tab A version now, and it's going to get updated again to the one that's like on the Note 5. So 6 kids, 8 users, expandable memory.
Oh yeah. This does have expandable memory. I did totally forget to say that. Sorry guys. 128 gig it can go up to now.
What about Journey Pay Plus?
Sell 2 tablets, right? Take that money. All right, guys, that's it.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Give me my stuff back.